What's up? We're back. It is the United States of Arsenal podcast. Obviously, you know me. This is Abe. I'm back always. We got Ernie back.
Come on now.
Ernie's back from a nice little vacation at home. Ernie, tell us about your missed events last time.
I was out late, so couldn't wake up in time for the podcast. But I'm back. We're here.
Right. And we do have a special guest for you guys. Go ahead, Chris. Tell us about you.
Yeah, so Chris, been a Manchester United supporter for as long as I can remember. Started off with my uncle, who was a United supporter for all his life. So he's the one that got myself and my brother into supporting them probably ever since we were 3 or 4 years old. I can remember my first kit, which was a Beckham jersey. So good memories, good times early on, and then sort of falling off a little bit, but we're going to continue supporting,
Gotcha. Is there you got like a favorite player right now in the squad?
Right now, Casemiro, man, the guy is just a baller. He's changed the entire team. He's really changed the entire team.
I already know that's going to be a tough one to talk about later, but we'll get into that later. First of all, what we're going to do is we have a special episode for you guys. We're going to play a cool little game called Lies. So the way it works is it's going to be Chris versus Ernie. They're going to have 30 seconds to ramble off and name as many as they can. And then at the end, we'll just total it. And, hopefully Ernie pulls out the W like how Arsenal should this weekend, but we'll see. No pressure. So the first question that we will do is, how many Manchester United squad players can you name that are currently on the squad? So we'll go ahead. Chris, you could start with the number.
15.
15? All right. Can you do 16, Ernie?
I'm trying to think. I might be able to. I think I could do 16.
All right.
I'm calling lies. There's no.
All right, I actually think I could do 16. Hold up. Okay.
All right, hold on.
Okay.
Chris, go ahead. Pull up your stopwatch. Put 30 seconds on there.
Yep.
And then,
right.
Okay. Are you ready? Ready? Get set and go.
Okay. De Gea. We got Dalot, Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Martinez, Maguire, Lindelof, Luke Shaw.
Hold on. You froze, bro. You froze.
Oh, no way.
That's
okay.
all good. All right. We'll restart it. Ready?
Okay.
Ready.
Go.
De Gea, Luke Shaw, Martinez, Maguire, Varane, Lindelof, Dalot, Wan-Bissaka, Casemiro, Fred, McTominay, Bruno, VDB, Elanga, Sancho, Anthony, Rashford, Martial, Weghorst. Who else we got?
Done.
Fuck. How much was
All
that?
right,
15?
let's see how much you got, bro. That was actually really good, man. I'm surprised.
I think
Really
it's
good.
close. You might have it.
All right, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done.
All right, so
I did a Manchester United career mode on
one.
FIFA. I know the squad a little bit.
Yeah.
I know the squad a little bit.
Yeah, I pick United. I pick a United career mode over an Arsenal career mode, so that's good.
Oh,
Yo, chill.
That's the first career mode I do is the Arsenal one.
Yeah, for real. And then you got to make it tougher, right? So then you go to United, right? Yeah.
Then you go to United, you got to struggle a little bit.
Yep. All right, so we're gonna flip it up now. So Ernie, you'll go first in terms of saying how many you think you could get, but we're gonna do Arsenal squad players.
I mean, if I could do 18 United, gotta be able to do 18 for Arsenal.
All
I think
right.
I could do 18.
You don't have to get 19. You could call lies, but if you feel like you could get 19,
Could I do 19? I don't know if I could do 19. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't even know if I could do 19. That's basically the whole squad we're starting to name academy players.
Right.
All right, let's go. I'll try 19. If you try United, I'll try the Arsenal squad.
That's fair. I like that.
What are you doing, Ernie? Are you doing
yeah.
20 or you're calling lies?
I mean, I'm calling lies.
Thank you. I was gonna say there's no reason to up the pot right now.
All right, so go ahead, pull up 30 seconds, and then
I'm starting it in.
hold on. I'll say go.
Oh, okay.
All right, ready, get set, and go.
All right, Ramsdale, Turner, White, Holding, Gabriel, Saliba, Zinchenko, Tierney, Party, Xhaka, Odegaard, Vieira, Saka, Martinelli, Nketiah, Gabriel Jesus, Leandro Trossard, Reece Nelson, Emil Smith-Rowe. Who am I forgetting? Callum Chambers, maybe? I don't know if he's still on the squad.
No, he's not.
That's 30.
Shoot. I'm done.
Damn, you're close. You had no, you got it. What did you
got
say?
really?
What was it? 19 exactly, bro.
Oh, no way.
Respect that. I respect that.
Nelson one came up clutch, bro.
Well done.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I would have named anyone else. I couldn't think of anyone else.
Who did you
I think you
miss?
named like the whole
Holding?
team. Oh yeah.
I said Holding, I think.
Did you say Holding?
Yeah. I feel like I missed someone in the midfield.
Yeah.
I could have
you said
I
Lukonga?
could have said El Neti or something like that.
El Neni or Lukonga.
Yeah, I didn't say either of those two.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, you got exactly 19, bro. All right, so it's 1-1. Look at that.
Thank God for the Trossard sign.
Hey, we know our squad. We know both of our squads.
Right. All right. So next, what it's going to be is how many Premier League teams can you name that are currently in? Chris, you go first.
18.
God damn.
18.
18 out of 20. All right.
The thing is, it's that 30-second time limit that's tough.
Yeah,
I think I could name all 20, but it would take me like a minute.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go 19.
I think I can name all 20.
20.
Okay.
Okay, I respect that.
All right.
I respect that.
Here we go, Chris. Go ahead, Ernst. Pull up the stopwatch.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, and go.
Okay, Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea, West Ham, Fulham, Liverpool, Everton, Brighton, Wolves, Southampton, Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth. Oh man, this is tougher than I thought. Shoot. Leeds. Who am I forgetting? Newcastle. Leicester.
That's 30.
Damn.
Oh, man.
You fell 5 short. You got 15.
Five short? Wow,
That's not bad. That's really not bad at all, dude.
Did you say Tottenham?
Nah.
No, I didn't.
Not Liverpool. You didn't say Liverpool. You didn't say Man City.
Yeah.
I didn't say Man City.
No,
yeah.
Tottenham. You didn't say City. Did you say Brighton?
I said Brighton. Yeah, I said Brighton. I said Liverpool. I said Everton.
Brentford, Chelsea, Aston Villa.
I missed Brentford. I missed Aston Villa.
Crystal Palace.
I missed Villa, Crystal Palace,
City,
Spurs,
and Brentford.
Those are the 5 I missed.
Yeah.
I'm mad at myself for missing Brentford. I'm not mad at myself for missing Spurs or City.
Fuck that.
Hey, that's respectable though. That's respectable.
Yeah, that was a good one. All right, so next is going to be how many teams can you name or countries that were in the World Cup of 2023 or 2? Sorry.
Ernie, are you first? Are you saying?
Yeah.
Ernie, go ahead. Guess first.
I'm thinking. I'm gonna lowball it a little bit. I'm gonna go 15. I'm gonna go 15.
15. Okay.
I feel like this one's a little easier because thinking of countries is easier than thinking of squads.
Yeah.
Um,
There's 32, so you lowballed the shit out of that.
16. I'll go 16.
All right.
Okay,
16.
16. I think I can get 20. I think I might be able to get 20.
20.
Okay, yeah, lies. Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna take that pick.
Let's go 20. Let's go 20. Okay.
All right. So Ernie's going for 20 World Cup teams. Chris, let me know when you got your timer up. Cool.
Yep.
All right. Ready, get set, and go.
Okay, France, Argentina, Morocco, Croatia, Serbia, England, Netherlands, we're gonna say Argentina, Brazil, Saudi Arabia. Was Saudi Arabia in there? Yeah, Saudi Arabia, Qatar. What else we got? I can't think. Oh God, 25. Yeah, it's done.
Just stop.
It's done. It was a valiant effort,
what?
bro.
What is that?
It was a valiant effort. Mexico, Poland,
You did 10, bro. 10.
Yeah,
What
bro.
do you mean valiant effort?
I couldn't even do 15. I couldn't even do my first guess.
Yeah, you missed like all the African nations besides Morocco. Really, you got Senegal, Ecuador,
Senegal.
Ghana.
Oh my God, there's so many, bro.
U.S. Did you even say the U.S.?
Didn't even say USA.
I didn't hear him say the U.S.
No. Wales, Iran, Australia, Tunis, Denmark. Did you say Spain?
Didn't even say Spain.
I think he missed every single country. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I think he did too.
In my mind, I was trying to do start for the finals and work the way all the way down, and then I just stopped after Morocco and Croatia, and I was like, all right.
Yeah.
My mind just went blank after that.
All right. We're gonna do how many Champions League teams are still in right now?
Ooh.
That's tough for us because we're not in it.
Yeah, well, I haven't been paying attention. I mean, I've been paying attention, but not.
Pull this up.
There were some interesting, groups that ended up sort of finishing out. I think there were some teams that didn't go through. So
yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
16,
14,
right?
15, 16.
Yeah.
Yep, so there's 16 left. So, Chris, you go ahead first.
I'll go with
16
9.
teams? 16 teams are left? Okay.
I'll go with 9.
9.
All right, so 9.
9 is respectable. 9 is respectable. I think I could get 10. I think I might be able to get 10.
10? You got 10 World Cup teams.
I think I should get 11.
11? Okay. 11 out of
right.
16. I'm going to call lies.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Ernie. Pull up your stopwatch.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's 2-2 right now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we got a tie ball game. So,
all right, I'm ready
here, Chris. All right, ready, get set, and go.
Okay. City, Spurs, Chelsea, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Porto, I believe, Bayern Munich, Napoli, I think, AC Milan. I need one more.
I would keep going. Just name off some, bro.
Inter. No, Inter's not through.
Yep. No, Inter's through.
Inter is through.
You got it. Yeah.
Wait. How many did you say?
I think 11. I'm pretty sure I said 11.
I think you
I wasn't
said,
counting, but he definitely.
You said,
like
what's it called went through? Atletico, and they didn't.
Ooh, they did not. They did not.
Name, bro. Just name some.
Oh, man.
I forgot Atletico did make it through.
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, my God. It was Club Brugge. Club Brugge went through.
Yeah. Yep. So you missed PSG.
Oh, man. I never think about the French league.
Benfica, Club Brugge, Dortmund, Frankfurt, Leipzig. Yeah, the German league balled out, bro. They're all in there.
Yeah.
Damn, Frankfurt is through?
Yeah, Frankfurt's
Yeah,
through, bro.
Frankfurt did well.
Who do they play?
They play Napoli, so that gives them a chance.
Okay.
But Napoli,
Yeah,
Napoli's a sleeper. People have to watch out for Napoli. They're playing good.
all right. Next one is how many Ballon d'Or winners can you name?
Not too many, bro.
I was gonna say that. I mean, you literally have like 15 between Ronaldo and Messi. So
Yeah, it's kind of tough because in our lifetime, it's basically been Ronaldo, Messi.
yeah,
Or you can start as low as one.
it's up to you.
I think I can name 4. I got 4 on my mind right now.
4?
Yeah,
I can name 6.
6.
All right, 6.
I don't pay attention to this award, bro. All right, I'm gonna call live. I can't name more than 6.
All right, here we go. Chris going for 6. Ballon d'Or winner.
Honestly, I think I can name like 15, but okay, let's go.
God damn. All right.
I respect that.
Go ahead, Ernie. Pull up the stopwatch.
Yep, I'm ready.
We're going for 6. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Messi, Ronaldo, Benzema, Modric, Kaká, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, and then Michael Owen, Shevchenko, Nedved, George Weah, because of Tim Weah. Who else? Cannavaro won it.
That was mine.
Who else?
It's done.
Yeah, 13.
He got more than 6.
Let me make sure.
Ronaldinho won one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ronaldinho did. Because remember when he won it, that was that infamous speech where he was like, I'm not even the best player at Barcelona. There's this like 17-year-old kid that's better than me. Everyone's like, who the fuck is he talking about? And it was Messi. Yeah, so you got 13. So Ronaldinho, Cannavaro, Kaká, Shevchenko, Nedved, Michael Owen. My man grew up early 2000s, bro. You like literally named them: Ronaldo, Medvedev, Shevchenko, Ronaldinho, Cannavaro, Kaká, Figo, Rivaldo, Zidane, for a couple that we missed.
Zidane. I always forget Zidane.
Yeah, and then before that, it was just like, just legends.
Yeah.
All right, so it's tied up 3-3, and this will be the final one. So have faith in what you're saying. How many? No, I was gonna say that, but no, that wouldn't be too easy. You know what? Let's do a neutral one. Let's just test your knowledge here.
All right.
How many Atletico Madrid players can we name?
Atletico Madrid
Just
players.
out of nowhere.
2.
I could do 5. I could do 5.
I feel like 5 is low, but I don't even think I can name 5 right now.
Yes, you can.
Such a random
Like
team.
6.
6. Okay.
No, bro.
Atletico Madrid.
How about Real Betis? No.
I think I could name like one dude for Real Betis, bro. Atletico. I think I could do 7.
All right, I'll go lies there.
All right, so we're going for 7 Atletico players. All right, Chris, pull up your stopwatch. This is going to be it. Ernie, if you pull this one off, looks like we're going to win a nice little 4-3 this week or tomorrow against Manchester United. If you don't, looks like United's going to pull it off at the end.
We can't have that.
All right.
We can't have that.
No, we can't have that, bro. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, and go.
Molina, Jimenez, Felipe, Oblak, Griezmann, Carrasco, Correa. Who's in the midfield? They got Koke. Jean Felix was there. I guess he's on loan. I guess that counts, maybe. Right out Lodi. He's on loan. I guess that counts. I don't know. Gerbic. I think it's Gerbic, the second team goalie. Who else we got? That's all I got.
All right, so you got Gerbic. You got the fucking second goalie.
Because he's Croatian. He's Croatian. I just know because he's Croatian, bro.
So you got Gerbic, Oblak. You got Molina, Felipe,
Jimenez.
Jimenez. Did you say Jimenez?
Yeah.
You got Koke. You got Carrasco. And then you got Griezmann, Correa.
Yeah.
Is Correa still on Atletico? I thought he was on Inter.
Yeah.
No, that's another Correa. That's a different Correa.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got more than your, what was it, 7?
Yeah. It's 7.
Yeah, I didn't even count João Felix because they're not on the roster right now. So I didn't count Felix and Lodi, and you still got 9.
Yeah.
Man. A couple people that we missed were Depay is now there, Morata is there, Saul is there, Lamar, DePaul, Kondogbia, Hermoso, Savic, Reguilon. That's about it.
Man, that's a lot of people on this.
I don't play FIFA anymore. If I played FIFA, I could be naming these guys off. But I don't play FIFA anymore, so I don't got that knowledge anymore.
I know. I've slept on FIFA too, man. Life is busy these days.
Yeah.
That wraps it up. Ernie came up clutch and got the dub for Arsenal. He named 7 Atletico players.
So random.
Yeah. So we'll get into it. This is going to be, that was a little more fun. This probably might get a little more hectic here, but let's just jump right into it. We got a big game this Sunday. We got United versus Arsenal. United win this one. They're definitely in the title charge. Arsenal win this one, and it's looking very good for Arsenal. So let's go ahead and do a combined 11. Some rules are they have to be fit and play. Obviously, Casemiro missing it, like that sucks.
So Casemiro doesn't count.
No,
since he's not available.
Right, yeah, he's not available. So they have to be fit. They have to be available. So like Jesus obviously is not available.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so we'll do. Does United play 4-3-3 as well?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, same thing. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just do a 4-3-3. Yeah, we'll go from there. So the way that it's going to work is Ernie and Chris are going to be the two that are arguing, and then I'll be the non-biased moderator.
Right, non-biased. Right.
No. Non-biased with the Arsenal jersey and the Arsenal hat.
Non-biased. All right, guys. So who do we have for goalkeeper?
I mean, I'm going Aaron
Ernie, I'll let you start.
I'm going Aaron Ramsdale. He's got great feet, great shot stopper. You saw it against Tottenham. He comes up in big games. I'm going Aaron Ramsdale. Bro. Come on now. You know what I mean.
I'm going to Gea. I mean, if there's one keeper, maybe there's a couple of other that'll choose in other leagues, but if there's one keeper that I want to, be between the sticks and stop shots, it's got to be De Gea. The guy's a cat. The guy can stop anything. So
De Gea has more saves this season than Ramsdale, and Ramsdale has more clean sheets than De Gea. Ramsdale has a better defense than De Gea, and obviously De Gea is facing more issues. Had Luke Shaw playing center back for a couple games there, who actually surprisingly did pretty well. This one's going to be tough. Try to argue it a little bit more. Give me a little more detail.
Because, if we're talking distribution, Ramsdale's Ederson, Alisson levels in terms of distribution. Maybe shot stopping, I'll give De Gea, but there's a lot more to being like a modern goalkeeper now. And distribution is a big thing.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But at the same time, I still need my keeper to come up with the big saves, and I think De Gea more than anyone else in the world comes up with bigger saves than
That's
anyone.
true.
I don't know if you guys saw the I don't know if you guys saw the Palace game, but
We
that one
did.
save he
Yeah.
had against Edouard,
Yeah.
unreal. Like I don't know if anyone else in the Prem is making that save.
He made that other
Maybe,
save against Guehi as well, like that header.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better one.
yeah, like
Um,
reflexes and all that. He's second to none.
yeah, he's probably in terms. De Gea is probably the second best shot stopper, in my opinion, in the Premier League.
Who's
And
number one?
you got to go Alisson, bro.
Yeah. I think he's the best
Yeah,
goalkeeper
he's
in the world,
disgusting.
Alisson.
Yeah. But De Gea, the way that he can use his feet, like every goalkeeper struggles down low, and he just doesn't care, bro. He'll just flick his feet out. The thing,
Right.
so the question that I have is, what if they swapped, right? So if De Gea was in the Arsenal squad, and Arsenal is very big at playing from the back and needing their goalkeeper to be composed, would that screw up and fault Arsenal? Or when you flip it around, United isn't really as great defensively. Can Ramsdale make those key saves that De Gea has made? Obviously, you're going to get the howlers from both of them. De Gea's had a little bit more from Ramsdale, but
Yeah.
really the argument is going to be if we swapped them, who can you confidently say can slot into the opposing team better?
Well, Ramsdale's been at like relegation size, and he's faced like a volume of shots before. So if you put him on United, I think he'll do just as good. He'll be more of a shot stopper than he is at Arsenal because Arsenal don't face that many shots. So that's why you see De Gea obviously makes a lot more saves because United face more big chances and stuff like that. But I mean, it can really go either way. I respect
Yeah.
either pick, to be honest.
I mean, definitely over the past, like, I don't know, 6 years, United has sort of been on the back foot when it comes to keeping possession. So De Gea really never had to use his feet that much. I guess it was never really a priority, but now with Ten Hag coming in, he's sort of forced to use his feet more, and he can use his feet. Like obviously, he's not, he's not world class with his feet. He can't really keep possession like other keepers can, but
Right.
he's shown that he at least can do it. Obviously,
Yeah.
he fumbles a bit sometimes, but I mean, for the most part, yeah, maybe. I mean, if United decide to keep him, which honestly I think they should for at least another couple of years, I think he can be a decent enough ball playing keeper. But yeah, like I'll take Ramsdale with his feet any day over De Gea for sure.
Right.
There's no question about that.
Okay. So it's tough to like think about De Gea even being decent with his feet. Just because of like the howlers that he's had, but at the same time, like I can see he's progressing slowly, and yeah, he is
Right.
getting a little more comfortable. It's always funny that video that Skylar showed me where he had Harry Maguire wide open and he decided to just kick the ball out. That shit was so
I
funny.
know that video.
You gotta have a smart keeper too.
Right. All right. So this is not a knock on Ramsdale. This is just everything that De Gea has been. De Gea has been named top goalkeeper multiple times, and it's not like his level has dropped like Lloris. So he just has a bad defensive team, and he has a team that's in transition. And I remember when Arsenal was in that. So I'm going to go De Gea just by slim margins on this one, just because of everything
That's
that he's
respectable.
done in terms of like class. If they were both like played their first, 15, 18 games this season, I'd probably go Ramsdale, but everything that De Gea has done and that talent that he's had and has, I'd probably say De Gea on this one. So we'll go De Gea in that. And then right back, I think this one should be easy, but go ahead.
It's got to be Benjamin White. It just has to be Benjamin White. There's no question about it. I think he's probably been the best right back in the league so far this season. Technical ability, aerial ability, everything you want to right back, he's got it.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that. I think Ben White surprised me because you guys signed him as a center back. There's no
Yeah.
question about that. But he's sort of fit into that right back role pretty seamlessly. And I would say over the course of the year, he's definitely been one of the more just consistent all around outside backs in the league. I would say this about Dallo. He started off the year really well, and he had some injury woes, so like you haven't been able to see that form after the World Cup. But to begin the year, I thought Dallo was playing pretty well.
Yeah.
And then Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka, surprisingly, the past couple of games has looked like a completely different player. I'm not going to put him over Ben White. Like that would just be stupid of me. But I will say that Wan-Bissaka has surprised me the past couple of games. But yeah, Ben White for sure surprising me with his ability to go forward. He's got the height. He's got the physical traits. He's got all that. So yeah, Ben White for sure.
Yeah, I could almost agree to everything that you just said. I remember when we signed Ben White, that was the same day you guys signed Varane, and I think you got Varane for what, 40 mil, 45 mil? We got Ben White for 60, and like
the English tax,
But all of the banter that was going on from United fans saying that we overpaid and you guys got the legend Varane and all this stuff. And I'd say it's a little different. Like you can't compare him because Ben White in his early days, like he did struggle at center back, but then the best thing that happened to him was the move to right back, where Varane, obviously he's had different partners in the last 2 years. He's had to play with Maguire, and that midfield wasn't really great until Casemiro came. So can't really knock it. I think the rest of this year and next year will be really the telling if they both can stay fit on, either if they got both great deals or who won that. But Ben White, but Wan-Bissaka, that Crystal Palace game, so clutch. But yeah, we'll go Ben White at right back, and we're going to do pairings together. So let's do our center backs together. Chris, go ahead and start this one.
All right. Probably going to be a little contentious. I know who you're going to go with, so there's no like surprises there, but I do think that Saliba has had a great year. Both Arsenal center backs are having a great year, but I think Saliba has been the better of the two. Honestly, I was not expecting Saliba to come into the team and be this good, especially with all his loan spells. Like, I don't know. I didn't know what was going on with him. I didn't understand why you guys were loaning him out so much, because it seemed like he had the talent and Arteta just didn't want to use him yet. But yeah, I would go Saliba for sure. And then I'm going to edge Varane over Gabriel. I think Varane shows more often than not, Varane really shows his class. I mean, you could see it in the World Cup too, but throughout the Premier League season, Varane, I think, has been our most consistent defender throughout the entire year. And I just think he shows class all around. He's got the pace, he's got the IQ, he's got everything like that. So I'm gonna just edge out Varane over Gabriel.
I mean, I like it. I think Varane's been good. I think Martinez has been good. Maybe not. I think they've both been good, but I mean, I got to do Gabriel Saliba, to be honest. They've just been like impeccable. They haven't put a foot wrong. Even when they make a mistake, they fix it. Gabriel made those mistakes against like Fulham. He goes and gets the game winner. Saliba's scored an own goal. He goes and plays amazing for the rest of the game. So like, they're both still young. I think we have the second best defense in the league. I think Newcastle has the best one, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I have to give it to those guys. Even though Varane and Martinez are both good, and if either one of them get in the team, I respect it.
Yeah.
So I'll hop in here. I'll kind of throw in like a different conversation here. Since the World Cup has started, or ended, sorry, Gabriel has been a monster. And I think the two mistakes that Gabriel has made before the World Cup, he's shown ways to come back and make those mistakes go away. And Saliba has come back from the World Cup and started making mistakes, but Saliba has actually made little mistakes. It's just he makes the game look so slow and so easy that we're like, oh my God. And here's the thing. It's hard to say, hey, let's put Saliba in over Varane if Varane benched Saliba in the French national team. Like I can't confidently say, yeah, I'm going to start Saliba over Varane, but then Varane benched Saliba. So how about we do a Varane Gabriel and we kind of meet in the middle?
That's fair. Yeah. If I was going to do a pairing and we had to put it United, yeah, that's fair.
Because the thing is Varane and Saliba play in the same position, and I would just edge it just to Varane. Obviously, everything that he's done, plus he benched Saliba in the World Cup, plus he's having a good season next to, Harry Maguire that struggled. And it's just really, when it comes to Varane, it's fitness and consistency. But I would probably put Varane and Gabriel. And if you guys are cool with that, cool. But if not, then we can keep arguing.
I mean, if we're going to use that logic, though, then I guess we got to say Richarlison's better than Gabriel Jesus, though.
No. Okay, time out.
See? Like, if we're going to use that logic about starting in the national team, if we're going to use that logic.
I think the only reason why Richarlison started over Jesus is maybe Jesus had a knock. You know what I mean? And it showed that he didn't even really have an injury. He played that full game, and then he came out and needed to get surgery right after. So maybe he was laboring. Oh, no, we lost Chris. But I guess we'll just keep going until he joins us. But at the same time, it's like Richarlison, it's hard to explain Richarlison, because trying to explain Richarlison, the way that he plays with Brazil is so different, and the way that Brazil play in terms of style is so different too. But yeah, that would be murder, bro. If we went ahead.
If we use that logic, if we use that logic about starting over somebody in the national team, then we got to say Richarlison will start over Jesus. But nah.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at Varane's CV.
Yeah, Varane has been good. I mean, Saliba has been pretty good. He's made a couple mistakes for sure. So I don't mind. I don't mind Varane over Saliba at the moment. But in the next year or two, I think Saliba is just going to go up a level, and Varane's going to be out the question, bro.
Yeah, it seems like we agreed before his laptop probably died or just lost internet. So we're going to go Varane. And we're going to go Gabriel. I feel like this is just a conversation for me and you to have while we wait for him to come back. But I feel like it's the whole Saliba thing, man. Like, when he first came onto the scene, first half of the season, yeah, I was jumping on it. But it's like, ever since he's come back, it's like either it's gotten to his head, or it just seems like he's just kind of taking his foot off the pedal a little bit, or teams are understanding what he's kind of prone to, so they're attacking him that certain way. But it seems like Gabriel has been the beast, and Saliba's kind of dropped a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Gabriel should be, because he's the older of the pairing, so he should be the more experienced and the person that doesn't make the mistakes like Saliba does. That's why Saliba was out on loan for 2 years, because he's a young guy. He's going to make mistakes. So you have to accept that both these players are just young and they're going to make mistakes, because, I mean, even 24, like what Gabriel is for a center back, is just a baby. People, you don't really become the best center back in the world till you're 27, 28. So I think we're fine for the next 5 years with those guys, though. 100%. They're fantastic.
Yeah. As long as Saliba signs that contract, there's, obviously Arsenal just went out and grabbed, Jakub Kuiak.
Yeah.
I can't say it yet, bro. We'll get there. But he's a left-footed. Right. I think he's a left-footed center back, so I think he'll be what's it called?
Gabriel, backup.
Yeah. Seems like he joined us in audience. I don't need you to join us in audience.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah.
Let's see what's happening.
Yeah, but I saw a couple things about that guy. They're saying he's going to be more of the inverted left backup. He's going to be a center back for now, but the future for him is to be an inverted left back, and maybe Kieran Tierney might go. Even though I love Kieran Tierney, man. I love Kieran Tierney. I would hate to see him go, but I mean, at the moment, he's just not fitting what our left back needs to do. Because, I mean, when you see what happens when Zinchenko's in.
Oh, yeah, completely different. Yeah, and I think this guy played a holding mid, defensive mid. He said laptop died. Yeah, but I think he played holding mid for a bit. I don't know if he did at Spezia, but it was in his CV that he played a holding mid. So
so it kind of makes sense for him to be that inverted left back role because Zinchenko is also 100%. Basically a midfielder. So
right, exactly. So right now, as Chris finds his way back in here, and we're having some technical difficulties. Damn, I've been wanting to say that my whole life. No, but we got De Gea in that. We got Ben White at right back. We got Varane and Gabriel, and he's back. What happened, bro? You couldn't play this?
It took a little longer than expected, but we're back.
Doesn't your laptop give you warnings, bro?
I'm not gonna lie. When it gave me the warning, I thought I had another 10 minutes, and it gave me 2. So I didn't want to interrupt you when you were talking, and then literally right when you stopped talking, the thing just died.
All right, so we're back. We were just talking a little Arsenal kind of transfer stuff, so you didn't really miss much. But De Gea, Ben White, Varane, and Gabriel. Let's get back to it. We'll hit that left back spot. Ernie, who are you putting up for left back to begin with?
This is tough. This is actually tough. Luke Shaw's been very good. Zinchenko has also been very good, though. And when he's in our team, you see how we control the ball. You see the possession. You see the breaking of the lines that he does. He's probably been one of the better left backs in the league this season. So I'm going to go Zinchenko. But Luke Shaw's been very good. Very good.
All right. Zinni?
I'll say on his day, Zinchenko definitely makes Arsenal click. The way he's able to come into the midfield, the way that they set up their little square in there, Zinchenko essentially comes in, acts like another holding mid. He does amazing in there. But I think overall, throughout the entire year, Shaw's been one of the more consistent outside backs. And I think he's showing that he's versatile as well, playing as a left back, playing as a left center back. He's having one of the better years of his career. I think Ten Hag is really getting the most out of him, so I'm going to take Shaw.
Okay. Yeah. This one's tough. This decision just makes it a little more difficult just because now we're talking about depth, right? Obviously, in Zinchenko's, like you said, when Zinchenko comes in and on his day, Arsenal really need him, changes the whole game. But can Arsenal win with Tierney? Yeah, we've showed that we can. Is it the free-flowing game that we want to play? No. But can we win with Tierney? Yeah. Can Man United win without Luke Shaw? Probably not.
I think so. Malacia is respectable.
So Zinchenko shows his versatility by dropping in the middle, and Luke Shaw shows his versatility by getting up and down, but also sliding into center back for a couple games and actually playing really well. I think honestly, that 2 or 3 game stint with Luke Shaw playing center back was my mind changer on him. I always just thought he's just a guy that is a little lazy, but good going forward, and defensively he's just inconsistent. But then when he showed, when I'm put up just defensively, I'm good. Yeah, this one, I don't think we should waste any more time. This one, I'll go Luke Shaw just barely. Zinchenko is brand new. If Zinchenko kind of hits his prime Cancelo days here and he just goes nuts, then yeah. But right now, Luke Shaw probably.
Zinchenko just needs a long, healthy period.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say about Zinchenko. That's the only thing that's holding him back is he's been injured a couple of times this season already, and Luke Shaw is just way better defensively.
Right.
But on the ball, there's not many better than Zinchenko.
Right. Yep. Exactly. Let's slide to the midfield. I kind of wish Casemiro was playing. So we'll do Partey, right? We're in agreement, Partey, since Casemiro is not playing.
Yeah, no question.
Let's just go ahead and assume Casemiro didn't get that yellow and is playing. Who would you go with still?
Chris, it's all you, man. It's all you.
Wait. So are we doing a party or Casemiro? Are we?
If Casemiro was able to play.
If Casemiro was playing, so in the squad, I put Partey because Casemiro can't play. But we're arguing if Casemiro can play, who would you put if they were, both available?
I would play both. I would play both Thomas and I would play Casemiro next to one another.
I like that. Yep.
Okay, yeah. Who would be your box to box?
Thomas.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay. Yeah, bro.
He kind of did the box to box at Atletico a little bit.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
He wasn't a holding midfielder. Yeah, he wasn't a holding midfielder before.
No.
He's been like molded into this role.
Right. Yeah, that actually wouldn't be a bad shout. I mean, as much as, Xhaka's having such a great season, if they were both available, I'd probably play both of them in the midfield, yeah. But speaking of that box-to-box, who's going to be our box-to-box? I think it's Eriksen and Xhaka, or who's your box-to-box? Is it Eriksen? I think I see Eriksen get back more than Bruno.
Eriksen's the box-to-box, yeah.
Yeah. So this one is a little tight, so go ahead. Let's go.
No, I think the main reason why United is doing so well this year is because their midfield is clicking, right? You have Casemiro and you have Eriksen. Like, they've made all the difference in the world.
Mm-hmm.
All the difference in the world. I think Xhaka definitely is sort of that engine, that heart and soul of Arsenal. He sort of, keeps the team together. He's just that extra motivation for everyone, keeps everyone in check, all that stuff. But as far as quality and just overall effect on the game, if we're doing Xhaka over Eriksen or Eriksen over Xhaka, I'm going Eriksen. Eriksen has had a great year. I think he controls the midfield really well. He's got loads of assists this year. Great on dead balls and just overall service. I think Eriksen edges it over Xhaka.
He's also great at falling down when he loses possession and getting it overturned by VAR. But we don't got to talk about that.
No, we can talk about that. That's fine. I mean,
that was the wrong decision. It came out.
We can relive a great win at Old Trafford. That's totally fine with me.
Hey, that's a classic Old Trafford win, man. Get a dodgy call. That's a classic Old Trafford win. But I mean, I actually, Eriksen has been very good, and I'm a big fan of Eriksen. So I do like him, but granted, Xhaka has been different level. He's been different gravy this season. Box to box, I think, how many goals and assists does he have? He's probably got he's got two or three goals a season and 2 or 3 assists as well.
He's got a few.
So which is way better than what he usually been doing. I remember the past couple of seasons, he only has 1 goal, 2 assists, and he's already blown that out the water halfway through this season. So he's been very, very good.
I'll say Xhaka.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say
Xhaka has had one of the craziest. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. You got it.
All right. So I was going to say Xhaka has had one of the craziest player arcs for their career, especially just at one club. I mean, I thought Xhaka was down and out when, 2-3 years ago, we got the captaincy taken off of him. All of Emirates was booing him, rallying them up. But I think that's a credit to both Xhaka and Arteta too. Arteta realizing that he's got someone good in Xhaka and he doesn't want to let that go to waste. So credit to both of them. Xhaka's been different level this year.
Yeah, what makes this one difficult is the fact that you could see that Eriksen needs Casemiro, and you could also see that Xhaka needs Partey. So both of them, the way that they both play, it's kind of like they need that person behind them that's just going to clean up everything. It's hard because if we're talking about someone that's just deadly on the ball, we got to go Eriksen. But if we're talking about someone that's going to be calm, collected, but actually be a box to box, we're talking Granit Xhaka. This might be one that we just leave up to the Twitter world and the YouTube world.
Hey, that physical presence, that defensive ability from Xhaka it blows Eriksen out the water.
Right. And I would honestly I would take either one. And that's what makes it difficult. I think Ericsson will do great in the Arsenal squad, and I think Shaka will be great in that United squad. Because Shaka could play like McTominay, but has a little more coolness and calmness and a little more flair to him on the ball. Yeah, we'll just leave this one to Twitter. We'll put a question mark there.
I mean,
Twitter
I
and
don't know
YouTube,
about
you gotta let us
Ericsson
know.
on Arsenal. Ericsson on Arsenal, like, can he do Xhaka's role as well as Xhaka can? I don't think he can.
Low
Because
key,
there's a lot of.
if you watch the United games, like Ericsson gets back and defends, bro. Like
No, he does.
I think his pacemaker is like on E at the end of every game. But bro, like he gets back and does like the work.
I would say because, like, what Xhaka does when he fills in for Zinchenko at left back and stuff like that, like, Ericsson just can't do that to a high level as well as Xhaka can, at least.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, you could say that. Like you could say versatility. Shaka offers a little more, but at the same time, it's like United don't play that way, so it's like can't really hurt Ericsson, you know. But
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
look,
Yeah.
Arsenal plan a certain way where you have the ability for Zinchenko to come in, you have the ability for Xhaka to drop in that left back, right? Like Arsenal they play in a certain way where they have players that have their specific roles. Obviously, Ericsson wouldn't have a specific role like Xhaka because he's not defensive. He's not, firstly defensive minded, or he can't, slot into a left back role, whatever it is. But Ericsson, I think, just overall has that little bit more quality to him. And you even saw that at Brentford last year. I mean, he changed the way Brentford was playing last year.
Yeah. Yeah, this was difficult. I might have to think about this one. Maybe I come up with an answer later, but right now it's just it might be up to Twitter and YouTube. But let's move on. Let's go to the 10 roll. Odegaard, Bruno. Who we got?
It's got to be Martin. It's got to be Martin, bro. None of this hero ball Bruno Fernandes stuff, man. It's got to be Martin. He has been incredible, literally incredible. He's been one of the best players in the whole entire league. So it's got to be Martin. Goals, assists, skill, flair, everything you need. He's there. Work rate as well.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. Odegaard has definitely been one of the players of the year. There's no question about it. I mean, the guy's class all around. He controls the game, pick passes. He can score from outside, inside the box. He can do everything. I'm happy to see him doing well because he was, at such a young age, he was touted as this next great thing at Madrid and everything like that. And obviously it didn't work out. But Arsenal's the perfect fit for him. And there's a reason why Arteta gave him the captaincy too. So there's no arguing over that. What I will say about Bruno is that I don't understand the negativity that a lot of fans have. Not United fans, but just other fans. Because the guy, look, he might not be the most likable guy, and I know he always gets other fans and other teams riled up.
Right.
But the guy produces. He produces almost every single week, whether it's goals, whether it's assists. His work rate. I don't know if there's anyone else on United or even, in the Premier League that has a work rate like Bruno. The guy just runs up and down the field nonstop.
So that's what I was going to bring up. I was going to say if you're willing to slot Bruno instead of Ericsson in that box to box, because Bruno can do it as well, and he gets back and he puts in a tackle, whether it's should be a red card or a yellow card. We'll talk about that, on another day. But Bruno definitely gets back. He has that dirty side to him that he can, be gritty and play, but then he also has that flair. Like in my opinion, I'd pick Bruno over Xhaka every day. But I can't consistently pick Ericsson over Xhaka every day. So if you're willing to go Bruno in the middle, I could do Bruno and Odegaard playing off each other. But it's really up to you.
Yeah, Bruno, you can definitely slot Bruno in that 8 role. I think Bruno has just as big of an effect as a 10 as he does even on the wing, or because you've seen him play on the wing, you've seen him play on the right, on the left. He really just pops up wherever on the field when he's playing for United. That's not to say that I'm going to choose him over a Martinelli or Saka or a Rashford or whatever. But I'm just saying, like he's pretty. He's pretty. What's the word I'm looking for?
He's got that free roam
Got that free, yeah.
Yeah. And like we kind of give it to Odie too, because like Odie will get back and sprint back and put in the tackle and stuff, and he'll be on the wings, and Saka will go in in the middle. But yeah, I mean, guys, it's really up to you. If you guys are willing to do a Bruno and Odegaard combination in the midfield, we can do that. If you guys want to keep it to Xhaka and Eriksen and just do Odegaard over Bruno, that's fine too. I really don't care.
I think there's a lot of ways that you can play this out. I think that I have a starting 11 in my head, how I would set everything up, but let's first go through everything.
Okay, so are we gonna do Odegaard at the 10 then, just because the season that he's having? Okay, so we'll go Odegaard at the 10, and then we'll play a front three for now. We'll go back to that midfield position, but let's go front three. I think right wing is an easy decision, right? So let's just start there. We'll go ahead and put Starboy in, Saka.
Jadon Sancho. Oh, my bad.
There's really no need to really talk about it. So let's go ahead and move to the middle. So we have Nketiah and I don't know, Weghorst, or are we gonna switch it up a bit and kind of move some people here?
I put Rashford in the middle, to be honest, because there's no reason to not have Rashford in this team. But Martinelli's been also just as good. I would throw Rashford in the middle because Rashford's been on fire this season. He deserves to be in this team for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I was going to say you could either put Rashford. Yeah, I don't think you bring up Weghorst. I mean, he just got signed, and then Nketiah. I don't know much about Nketiah. I'm not going to lie. So
yeah,
I don't think
he's been good.
Him. What I will say is he's been good. Yeah. So I would put either Rashford up top, or if you want to play a different way, you could even put Bruno as a false nine.
That works too. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think the way that we both play, I think I would probably want that wing, the two wings, and then the forward. But the false nine, Bruno can play a false nine for sure. I can see that happening. But let's do Rashford as a striker, and then Odegaard and Saka as the 10 and right wing, and then left wing. Who would it be? Because Rashford's your left winger, right?
Yeah, Rashford. Yeah, I would say Rashford's our left winger.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised to see him play up top next game, though.
So we'll do Martinelli.
Yeah.
Who? Because if it's not Rashford, it's Garnacho.
Yeah, who's honestly exceeded my expectations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the guy's got no fear in him. He just goes at defenders.
Right.
And he's successful at it too, right? Like,
right.
There are guys you see them go 1v1 and they just can't do much with it, or it's pretty inconsistent. But Garnacho, like he's able to get by guys and sort of have an end product to it too. So he's been playing well. But yeah, Martinelli, Martinelli's great.
Right.
He's having a great season. Honestly, such a game changer that he's able to stay fit and play every game.
Yeah. Okay, so we have De Gea, Ben White, Varane, Gabriel, Shaw. We have Partey. And then we got Martin Odegaard, Saka, Rashford, Martinelli as our front three. We have that one question mark. And it's really, like I said, up to you guys. We could either keep it to the Twitter world and YouTube world about Eriksen and Xhaka, but I feel like Bruno deserves to be in this squad. It's up to you.
I'm not too happy about the back line still, man. Second best defense in the league, and there's 3 United players out of 5. I don't know, bro.
No, yeah.
De Gea, Varane, and Luke Shaw. And we have the second best defense in the league. Play the highest line as well.
The thing is like Zinchenko has played like 10 games this season. So maybe like 11 or 12. But it's hard to like just go off of 10, 11 games. I mean, pick Zinchenko. So that's why I think Shaw just gets that. And then same thing like Saliba, it's his first season, and I know he's immense and stuff, but like Varane's CV and the fact that he benched him in France, and it's not like he benched him in France and is a trash player in the Prem. He's having a good year in the Prem. So The De Gea Ramsdale one, like that's just literally a toss up with just De Gea, who he was in terms of class. Like I said, if it was beginning of the season, it's Ramsdale. If it was beginning of last season too, I'd probably say even Ramsdale as well with the type of saves that Ramsdale has had. But yeah, I mean they're all it's a good mix. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's complete it with that final midfield piece. Are we just leaving it up, or are we gonna slot Bruno in there?
I would slot Bruno in there because I think it would be like I think Bruno's too good to leave out of that starting 11. You have to he can plug in anywhere in the midfield. So I think you plug him wherever you can, and then just quickly on that defensive five or whatever. Don't forget that United is only one clean sheet behind Arsenal. It's not like United are not playing well defensively this year. Like they've done well for the most part, and they're only one clean sheet behind Arsenal.
Yeah, I agree. Like United's defense is good. I'm just saying, clean sheets is not the only thing that we judge about a defense. It's about how high we play as well. Like we play with one of the highest lines in the Prem, and we have so many players that can defend in transition and stuff like that as well. So I mean, Varane or Saliba, yeah, it's kind of like up there, but it's just kind of crazy to have 3 out of 5 be United when Arsenal's been like almost perfect.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Like, it's kind of like, when we played Liverpool earlier in the season and we did a combined 11, like you look at Liverpool's squad and you're like, look where they're at. And you still find a way to put, 5, 6 Liverpool players in there. Like Van Dijk is having the worst season of his life, and I'd still put Van Dijk over Saliba, right? We could all agree. So
Yeah.
that's just really, that's what it comes with, like, them having the CV, them having, world-class careers. Shaw literally just gets in just barely over Zinchenko just because Zinchenko hasn't been able to give me 15, 20 games consistently. And Shaw has surprised, in terms of last year and this year, Shaw's surprised me. But yeah, Partey, Bruno, Saka, Rashford, Martinelli. I think that's a great midfield to forward. And then that's still a really great back line. I mean, what is that? 6 Arsenal, 5 United. So yeah, that's it. And that's what it shows. I mean, they beat us last game, and hopefully we could, get some revenge here. But it shows that, United compete, and it's not like it's just all Arsenal and
Yeah.
Even though we're top of the league kind of thing. So
Yeah, I would just argue more about the De Gea Ramsdale decision. I would still go Ramsdale. Especially if we're talking about aerial, like the way he can like claim balls and crosses and stuff. He's way better than De Gea in that. Shot stopping, De Gea might edge it, and then if we're talking distribution, Ramsdale blows him out the water. So I would still go Ramsdale, but I'm okay. I'm happy as long as we got a little bit more Arsenal. I'm happy.
I think you just have bad memories of De Gea. I think
that's true.
I don't know. You remember that one match at the Emirates where he saved like 20-some shots against you guys?
Crazy. That was crazy. That was the craziest match I ever watched.
That performance was disgusting, but I also remember him getting stepped on by Lindelof and going down, and Emile Smith-Rowe bagging the outside the box volley while he's down. That was tough. Who surprisingly always scores against United, and it's always a banger, is Xhaka. And it just always seems like De Gea cannot read the ball off his foot. So we'll see. Hopefully we can see that again. But yeah, I'll slide De Gea in. It's a great combined 11. I mean, whether we put Ramsdale or De Gea in, it's still going to be great. Whether we put Gabriel or Lisandro Martinez in, it's going to be very good. Like they're really interchangeable. Partey, Casemiro, interchangeable. I think. Yeah. So, wow. So Rashford, do you think? Let's just go ahead and do predictions for tomorrow. You think Rashford's going to play up the middle?
I would play Rashford up the middle and play Garnacho on the left. I think you have to start Garnacho because you need. I mean, Veghorst has only played one game so far. I just don't think you play him in this game. I don't think you're going to be countering more in this game, and I don't think Veghorst is the guy to have up top if you're going to be countering for the majority of the game. So I would play Rashford up top. I would play Garnacho on the left. I think you would have more of a threat on those counters. So that's how I would line up if I were United. And then as far as a prediction goes for the game, I mean, losing Casemiro is huge. I don't know what they're going to do in the midfield. I don't know if they're going to put Martinez in there. I don't know if they're going to start Shaw left center back. I don't know if they're going to play McFred. I don't know what they're going to do. I wouldn't do a McFred. I hope they don't do a McFred. But I think if you'll see in the first 15, 20 minutes if United look like a threat on the counter.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do, I see like a 1-1 draw, maybe even a 2-2 draw. I think if Arsenal really pushes forward and really can control the game and stop those counters from United, it could be a 2-0. It could be a 2-0 game for Arsenal, but I'm more hopeful of a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, I thought Fred was fantastic against Man City, though.
No, he definitely was. There's no question. Yeah. But that combination of McTominay and Fred is just has been so frustrating as a United fan.
That's fair. Ernie, prediction?
I'm going 3-1 Arsenal. I think we got momentum. We just beat Tottenham away. This is at home, unbeaten at the Emirates. They lost Casemiro. I celebrated that Casemiro yellow like a goal. I can't lie. Because Casemiro, he's that guy. He's that guy for sure. So losing him is big time. And I think we're just going to have a little bit too much. I hope I don't eat my words, but I'm confident going into this for once. I'm saying 3-1.
Okay. Yeah, for me, it's different. Like, I think we got a young squad, and this is the only team to beat us. And either they're going to come out and they're going to play the same way that they played against United, but stop the counterattacks and put the ball away, or they're going to have that loss in the back of their mind, and they're going to be a little more cautious and not be that free-flowing Arsenal. Because we smacked up Tottenham at home, and we went and smacked them up at away, but we beat Tottenham at home, where United is literally the only loss. Plus, Ten Hag's got that team going, and I just have a feeling that right now they could kind of at least smell it in terms of like making a push, and they're going to put everything that they can into it. So I think it's going to be a tighter game than most people think. I think we were expecting United to play a high press, and they actually played a low block last time. And I think United is going to go back to that low block and hope to counter, which means I think it's going to be a 1-0 Arsenal game, where Arsenal gets some scrappy, dirty goal, and United get about 2 or 3 chances, and we somehow just slide away with that 1-0 victory. As much as I want it to be like a buzzing game where it's like 4-2, I just feel like there's so much on the line here, and they just played that type of game. That type of game against City, where it was just a dirty, rugged game. So I think it's going to be a 1-0 Arsenal victory.
Yeah, I would just say I think we got so much better, like in terms of defending transition from the beginning of the season till now. I feel like Gabriel and Saliba are like really making this high line their own. So like their transition is obviously crazy. Rashford is unbelievable at the moment. So it's always going to be a tough game, and they're going to get chances for sure. Because when you play a high line, it's high risk, high reward. So I still think we can edge it, because Saka against whoever Saka got, he's going to do him. Martinelli's going to do the same thing. And Nketiah's been on fire. So I think we'll score some goals for sure.
So that's really the difference there, in my opinion, is the Martinelli side. If I would actually be happier if Dalot was playing instead of Wan-Bissaka, because I feel like Wan-Bissaka could actually lock down Martinelli. Luke Shaw, I don't have any faith Luke Shaw locking down Saka by himself. But in terms of the mix, like Wan-Bissaka is defensively, but also they're not going to have any offense going through that side. So it's kind of like you take it, you know what I mean? But that's why I'm saying it's like a 1-0 kind of game. And you're saying 3-1, Ernie?
Yeah,
And then
I think
Chris,
it's going to be a high-scoring game.
what was your final? 1-1? Okay. Would you take a draw?
What's that?
Would you take a draw?
You have to.
I mean, no,
Top
I
of the
wouldn't.
league?
No, I wouldn't take a draw. Okay, I think you have to win if you want any chance at being in the title race, right?
Mm.
But I think, okay, actually, I would take a draw because Arsenal still have to play City twice.
Right.
Still have to play City twice. I do think it was BS that the Prem rescheduled a United game between a City and a Arsenal game. I do think that was a little BS.
Mm.
But I think if you come out with a draw and you're United, you still keep your season, or you at least keep some chance of having, a title race.
Right. That's fair. So 1-1 draw from you, 3-1 Ernie, 1-0 me. I guess while we have you here, Chris, what are predictions for the end of the season? Where do you think you guys finish?
I think realistically, I would be happy. Realistically, I mean, you saw with City against Spurs. Like City are still City, right? Like they might be going through a rough patch, but they're still going to be able to play well against good teams, and they're still going to be able to score a bunch of goals. And it doesn't matter who's up top. You could put Haaland, Alvarez, Mahrez, Grealish, Bernardo, whoever you want. Like they're going to be good. So
Right.
I think realistically, I'll be happy with third, especially in Ten Hag's first season.
Okay.
Like as long as like that's so much progress. Getting third, having a guaranteed spot in the Champions League, creating your identity. Like Ten Hag's finally creating an identity for the team, a way that we want to play.
Mm-hmm.
So if United finish third, I'll be happy. And then honestly, I think as long as Arsenal can stay healthy, right? If Arsenal can stay healthy, if you guys just don't have any, you can still lose to City and still win the league. So as long as you guys don't have any bad results against lower table teams, I think you guys have a great chance to win the Prem. Like you guys are definitely the favorites right now. If you can pull out one result against City, I think you guys are going to win it.
Right. Okay.
So I'll go Arsenal 1, City 2, United 3. That fourth spot, I don't know. That fourth spot is so
Newcastle.
Right now.
Yeah.
If Newcastle pull off the fourth spot, that would be something. And the way that they're playing, I don't see why they couldn't.
Right.
Yeah.
So Newcastle looks like they could get that fourth spot. But yeah, Arsenal 1, City 2, United 3, Newcastle 4, barring any crazy, injuries or results or anything like that.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you for joining us. It's always good to have the opposing team, a fan of the opposing team on here. But no, yeah, I mean, it was fun. Like I said, Ernie took the W and lies. Hopefully Arsenal will take the W tomorrow. But that combined 11, I think that's a good combined 11. Didn't have to wake up the neighbors or anything from yelling. So we kind of kept it nice and controlled and mature here. But yeah, again, Chris, thank you for joining us. Ernie, we just got to win, bro. We just got to win tomorrow.
Come on now.
But that's really it for us in terms of this episode. Thank you guys for joining us. Hopefully you like it. Follow us on Twitter. You got me at CEO Soccer Gooner. Follow us or subscribe on YouTube. And then Ernie, go ahead, man.
At SoccerBall1. You hit me on Twitter, bro. Let me know what the podcast is about. Let me know. Come on up.
Yeah. And then Chris, if you got Twitter and you want some people to follow you, bro, some Arsenal fans.
Nah, just follow at Man United. Follow the better squad. That's it.
Woo, guys. So that wraps us up, guys. Thank you for listening. And if you guys have any changes to make, let us know on Twitter, YouTube. If you feel like there's a couple more questions that we could have asked during lies, also let us know. But more importantly, follow, subscribe, do the necessary, and hop on this train while we're climbing. But I say to you guys, enjoy the weekend, And Arsenal, let's get that W.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.